What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're taking a look at a red-black discard deck. Now hold on a second, this is going to be something different, because what if I told you there's a way that you could virtually keep your opponent from ever getting another card? Like literally not casting another card. Maybe in some cases where they have like instant speed draw spells, but that would be about it. That's something we're going to do today, and it's going to be hella awesome. So if you're into griefing your opponent and keeping them from drawing cards at all, well, this might be the deck for you. It's discard at its most discardy finest, if that's a term. Anyway, let's get to the deck list so we can show you what I'm talking about. Alright, as always, if you need to get anything for your nerd gear as far as protection and stuff goes, be sure to check out shop.ultrapro.com/PowrDragn. And remember to use promo code PowrDragn because they will give you 5% off while you're there shopping for all types of stuff. Don't forget they have things for Pokemon, D&D, board games, a bunch of other things. So check them out because them getting supported lets the channel be supported. And I appreciate you for it. Okay, so starting at the top, a couple of Blood Chief's Thirst. Not a surprise. Y'all know I like this card right now. We've talked about it on so many lists that have black in them. It's just good against a lot of different decks in the meta right now. Now, we are playing a couple of Conceal and Curtains, and this is because we are playing a discard list. So, yeah, Conceal and Curtains. We're on it. A couple of copies of Duress. Not a bunch, because one, we don't really need a bunch, but two, we don't have a lot of room. But there are some things you just need to be able to get out of the opponent's hand, and these are nice for those little bitty in-between spots. Now, this is going to be one of the ways that we're going to try to set up the infinite discard stuff. And this is Acquisitions Experts. Those of you who play with it already know your opponent reveals a card. If you have multiple party members out, they reveal that many cards, and you get to choose what they discard. 2 Deadly Disputes, just because literally this is when I did run out of room, but I wanted a little more card drawing and something to do with our early creatures when they're kind of beyond their usefulness. Give us a little bit more, and sometimes the treasure does matter. We have Elderfang Disciple. This is a cleric, so sometimes when paired with Acquisitions Expert, you can get to look at an additional card, but most of the time this is just going to be opponent discards a card and then chump blocks because that's all it does. Some removal with Infernal Grasp just to help us keep pace in the early going. We are playing a couple copies of Valky, God of Lies. However, we do actually want to cast the Tybalt side. He's kind of our closer in this deck, and that's what we're going to be leaning on it for. So use the Valky side sparingly, but sometimes if it's what you have early or you really need to see the opponent's hand to get an idea for the order you need to sequence your spells, then do it. Otherwise, you probably want to hold on to it till later in the game. Now, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. This has been in a couple of lists we've played recently, but it's really in this one about the reflection of Kiki-Jiki. And the reason is, during your opponent's upkeep, if you set a stop, you should be able to, during their draw step, keep them from drawing their card. Well, actually, they'll draw the card, but then they discard it at instant speed. So they don't ever get an opportunity to cast that spell. And you're doing that by copying either an Elderfang Disciple or an Acquisitions Expert. So you get that down, then you just, every turn, make a token that makes them discard. The cool part is you then also have an additional chump blocker or something that gives you other added benefits, which we'll talk about here in a second. But this allows this card to be very good in here. It makes you a 2/2 that can block and or get you treasure to ramp you up. It gives you the ability to discard some cards. So if you have, say your opponent's playing aggro and they've already emptied their hand, well, some of your other discard spells may not be useful, say like a Duress or something, so you can get rid of that. And then it actually gives you a creature that can help you set up, I would say a soft lock, but it's a pretty hard lock against a lot of decks. So yeah, love all 3 parts of this. Then we're playing a couple of Sorin the Mirthless, draws cards, makes tokens, gains life, you know. Then playing some Invoke Despair, and this is more just like a catch-up mechanic for us. Lets us gain a little bit of life, clear off a couple of spells that the opponent may have slipped through early, and once their hand's already emptied, this kind of allows us to catch back up, and we like this a lot. So we're playing 3 of these. Can't really find room for a full 4, but I think 3 is plenty, especially since we already have some spells that are a little bit on the high side, like Loth Spider Queen, which also works with the Fable of the Mirror Breaker because you're making a token that every turn dies, lets you put more counters on Loth, and you kind of keep that whole cycle going. So that's actually super fantastic as well. And then we have a couple copies of Turgid, but we're mostly playing this for Turgid's Lantern. That's really going to be our key to victory. However, if the games go long and you are in a situation where you start to set up your lock, you go ahead and just play Turgid, because then there's a possibility you're just getting free permanents. So yeah, love that too. And then, of course, March of the Wretched Sorrow, because we want some extra removal. And then Meathook Massacre, which again also works with the token of the Kikijiki, because that creature dies, you get to drain your opponent. If you have a Turgid, then you're putting counters, Lolth, you're putting counters back on her. So, like, we have a bunch of cards that are able to work together here that we really like a lot. Then we have 3 Hive of the Eye Tyrant, 6 Swamp, 1 Takenuma, 3 Mountain, 1 Sekinzen, 4 Blightstep Pathway, 4 Haunted Ridge, and 2 Field of Ruin. And I want to give some credit. I wish I remember where I got the idea from, but I had this list already, and whoever I saw it from got the idea of adding the Valkies from there. I wish I remember who it was, so just want to give credit. Somebody out in the ether tossed me an idea. I have a Valky in other lists, but it actually does work well in here, so just felt the need to point that out, because that wasn't on my initial list and my idea. But anyway, as always, be sure to watch through all the games. Matter of fact, I think there's going to be a long game in there somewhere, I'm sure, because this generally can play fast, but there's going to be a couple of games that are longer. But the more you watch through the video, it adds to the watch time, which helps them recommend my videos more often. So I appreciate those that have been troopers and watching through to the end. And we'll also, on the back side of the video, be talking about what we would update to this list, what we like, what we didn't, and we'll have a card spotlight for you, as usual. So we'll see you on the other side. Okay, this hand's fine. Like, that's all I can say about this. This is reasonable. Let's see what we can do with it. Put this on black, and we'll just play this. I mean, I guess there's a world where we could, well, not really, I can say Deadly Dispute it, but only if they really try to kill it with, like, a portable hole or something here. This is a little tough, because I kind of want to play Hive here. I mean, I guess we go ahead and play Hive, because we can still do our thing if they try to kill it. Nothing? Just attack us for 1? Seems fine. This might be the thing, too, where we pay and then they bounce it, you know, that sort of thing. I could see that very much being the issue here. But I think we're going to do it anyway, because that's what you do. And then we let them Fading Hope it back to our hand. No, they just had a Deadly Dispute. Well, that's fantastic. That is way better than I expected this to go. And they're letting us look at 2 extra cards. If I were them, I would have just probably... I don't know. Let's see what the rest of their hand is. Because I might have just gambled and been like, hey, if you could take Deadly Dispute, you take Deadly Dispute. Oh. Well, this is what we're doing. So it's counters, teachings, ruin crabs, huh? Yeah. All right. So we're about to get Ruin Crabbed for 6 cards. And then next turn, get some number of Tashas back to back. So do we just want the opponent to Tasha now and we take away the Ruin Crabs? I feel like that's probably smarter. I don't know. Man, this is actually a tough one, because Valky is actually better here than Tybalt. Because Tybalt actually doesn't help us in this fight. Like, we almost need to just be more aggressive here. Wow, there are decisions. I mean, they could also counter stuff here, so that's a real thing. Though we might want a Deadly Dispute. Potentially. Turgid's Lantern is not going to do much, because they're going to have a bunch of cards that are probably going to be mostly dead against us. So... I'm going to attack for 3. I'm wondering what they're playing black for. Do you think they're just playing black for removal? Because that's the only thing I can think of. And I don't know if we're going to live to get... Like right now, they could... they have a Deluge in the yard. I guess we do this. Just to speed up the clock. Because we could technically attack for 8 next turn. I mean, obviously they have nothing. We just get to see their hand. All right. So they have Multiverse, Laughter. So really, we're only worried about the Sod coming. All right, sure. People have really been liking their mill decks lately. And the only time they've beaten me have been when I've had awful draws. And I'm kind of okay with that. Now, we do have to worry about they have a Field of Ruin, so we can't freely attack with that like we want to. But could still be okay. All right, what are we going to do here? They can't cast Tasha City Laughter because they didn't play a second blue. So for some reason, they played a second black. Oh, Path of Peril. That's why you want that. All right, well, this is a good spot to draw cards as any, I guess. Oh. Maybe the deck's going to give us a chance to do some things. Hold up a second. All right, so if we get these down, maybe we go Turgid. They don't have a way to deal with Turgid right now. We still have a bunch of cards. They would only finally get ready to kill some stuff. All right, let's. All right, I'm being a little too conservative here. I probably should just play Turgid, but this is fine, I suppose. Because they're going to use their blue mana at some point here. All right. We'll probably just discard the land and the Blood Chief's Thirst to draw stuff. Not that that's particularly good in this fight, because drawing cards helps the opponent. Hey, Opicus, welcome to the chat. Johnny says, I got to Mythic with the Rakdos deck from 2 years ago. That's actually pretty cool. We'll just get a Swamp, I guess. All right. Not sure what that's all about. Okay, so shields are down. We kind of get to do whatever we want here. Let's discard this and this and see if we can get off to the races. We're going to go ahead and play this. If you got it, you got it, opponent. Like, it's just going to be what it is. All right. Now the good news is we can... Well, it only get permanents from the opponent, so we're only going to get lands from them with Turgid. All right, Baleful Mastery, that's fine. March doesn't do much for us here. Ghast, fair enough. I mean, I guess we could kill the Ghast just to make sure we don't lose our Expert, which is important, believe it or not, here. So, yeah, silly as it is, let's see, how much mana do we need? If we want to do this, this is 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I guess technically we'd have to do this and this. All right. Let's do this for 1. Target this. And then I need to put a stop during the opponent's upkeep. I guess it doesn't really matter. Attack. We will play this. Let's see what you got. None of these really matter to us. So yeah, we'll just take that. And then we will... Oh, I can't activate that yet. It has Summoning Sickness. Duh. Alright, well, I made a play that didn't matter. Alright, Blood on the Snow. That works. Get back there 1-1. Oh, they got to be a crab. I forgot that was in the yard. Oh, what a great pickup. What a great pickup.
Come closer, little one. That I will get what I want.
All right. We just kind of keep trucking here. I mean, we've got 36 cards, so if you get us, you get us. Like, we'll just live with the consequences. I guess they're looking for another exile planeswalker thing. Baleful Mastery. Which would be my guess. Interesting, but you didn't mastery my planeswalker. Weird choice. Decline. Let's draw a card first. Maybe we get to kill that.
Go on, run.
That qualifies.
Catch you.
Actually, do we even care to do this? Well, it's 2, 6. Then we have that. That's a total of 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 mana. Definitely not enough. All right, sure. Oh, that's cute. Almost got there. Yeah, all right. That puts him down enough. All right, we get to go first with this. I mean, I guess we keep it. This is fine. We're not really doing discardy things, unfortunately. Which could put us behind where we want to be. Oh, Battlefield Raptors. Okay. This might work. I mean, we need to draw land. That would be like the preferred run of cards here, but we'll see. Oh, they discarded an Adeline. That means there's another one. Either that or they only have 2 lands. Alright, well, we're doing the all first striker team? Sure, I can't block that anyway. It's in the air. Alright, we got a land. That's a start. We could play this so we can attack and guarantee we have a thing. You know what, though? I'm kind of curious. Why did the opponents get rid of that Adeline? I want to know. Oh, well, we'll take this. That seems much better. Alright, so that buys us a little bit of time. We still have to take 2 here, which we don't love, but that's fine. We also know that whenever we make this 2/2 on the other side, it's not going to be great either. Because they have a way to pump it. Though now we have the situation of, is it worth it to wait and play a Turgid? That's a question we have to ask ourselves. We can also turn this into a 2/2 and make them use a thing. We could start trying to use Turgid's Lantern. Cost them cards. I feel like we're going to do this, then we're going to do this. You know what? Let's go ahead and play this. And we'll just make them use a card out of their hand. We'll attack. Why not? I mean, we know what 2 of their cards are and they don't do anything here, so that's fine. If we block, it costs them a mana, so they have to have drawn something else playable here with these other 2 cards for us to be concerned. Oh, they're actually playing that out. Alright, saving on defense. Not that surprising. Okay. Do we? I guess we're going to decline. I think we kind of want all this. Alright, we're going to put Turgid out here and see if she survives. And then just pass the turn. We're going to leave this up to the opponent. You got something? Or did you draw it? Adeline? Fair enough. We're okay with that. Alright. Attacking with just the flyer. No problem. We'll block the 1/1. With our Turgid. Okay. Now what? Actually, if we get a land here, this is kind of... Okay, we didn't. I was going to say, that could have been pretty sweet. Oh, no, it wouldn't. Because, again, this has summoning sickness. I got to remember that. we could empty the opponent's hand here first. But I think we're just going to do this. And we're going to get cards out of this. So hopefully at least one is a land, and then get to set up some big stuff next turn. Hey, they gave us the flyer. How nice of them. I will gladly take that. That's awesome. All right. So now we should be able to empty the opponent's hand, and then we can start doing things. Adversary. That's going to be a bit annoying, but sure. Yep. Yep. So now we're in gotta find a removal card mode. Is that what we're doing here? Yeah. All right. We'll block here. Block here. We'll take 3. Actually, nah, Chaplain just comes back as a creature anyway with that much mana. That's fine. Okay. Let's do it. Hey, there you go. Sometimes you just gotta believe in the deck. Alright, so we get to kill Adversary. Could kill Adeline, but Adversary is the more important thing to kill here. And Adeline's legendary. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's attack with probably nothing here, sadly. They're going to be able to attack us for 3. Ugh. That's a whole lot of not fun. Alright. Sad. Oh, Cathar. What a rip. Oh well. Cathar it is. Oh, I forgot. I could have done it during their upkeep or during the draw step and made sure they didn't have anything. That's totally my fault. Let's see. Yeah. Totally my fault. I actually had a thing I could have done to stop that. I wasn't even thinking. Sure. I guess it's fine. They're going to give us an opportunity to kill their duder anyway. Whoa! Well, that sucked. That was completely unintentional. Damn it. Alright, well, that's my mistake. I was clicking too fast there. Yeah. Lo and behold, sometimes the decks just try for you. And now what do we want to kill? I guess we can kill Adam. Nah, we need to kill this dude. Just get our Turgid back. Sure. No attacks. Can I not pass to draw? How could I not? I should be able to. Yeah. I don't know. I got to figure out how I need to actually get to stop that, because I should be able to make the opponent discard using this during their draw step, but. Huh. All right. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on there, because this should work differently. I thought so, but it wouldn't let me, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede this because I don't. Well, let me try it again because we're only losing because I can't set the stop appropriately. Oh, I have to do it here. Okay, before okay. Well, so I have to do that and hit full stop. No, but that's only till the next turn. This still doesn't. And it says pass to draw. And then now I can do it? Okay, weird. Huh. That is a complicated way to have to do this. No, I mean, I understand. That's just like, it's such a terrible way to have to do that. It's not very intuitive at all. Sure. And at this point, we've already given up too much damage, and we let them get another dude earlier, so we kind of have to draw pretty sick here to get out of this. Also, looks like there was a pile of folks that came in here, so thanks for that. All right, it resolves. We didn't get anything out of it this time because they had an instant to play. I mean, we're still pretty low because they can start attacking with their creature land next turn. So unless we get an actual removal card, we are going to be in a bit of trouble. Or a meat hook, maybe, because we meat hook for 3 or for 4. And that could give us a shot. Yeah, that's probably our only real play here, is we need an actual meat hook, probably for 4, and just leave Turgid versus creature land. And just go for it. Might be the play. And it would mean we also get a, back? A Tybalt. Okay, sure. And then we block and take 2? Seems reasonable. Actually, if we do that, we go to 9. Yeah, if we can get one of our cheaper removals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'd still be 1 short. Though I could attack and get a treasure to do what we want to do as well. So yeah, we've got opportunity. Can we do anything with it? Answer is no. We can't do a damn thing with it. Man, and this all stems from not being able to do this the way we wanted to. Ugh. Okay, then. Tis what it is. Man, maybe I should have just put Turgid on our lantern side. Yeah, I should definitely have a Redainer. Would be nice. Would be an insurance. Because now we're going to take 5 and then take 5, and I think we're dead. Like I said, the only choices we have are... I mean, we take 5. This would put it... Yeah, we can't even kill the brute now. Yeah, I think we only can get Meat Hook. Actually, not true. Not true. We could get a Loth as well. Loth would be fine. So we have like 5 or 6 outs. All right. We will just pass. Same thing. And we're going to hope. We need our next couple cards to be good. Or they give us something here that we can use. It's not a land. That doesn't really help. Probably worse for us, but it's fine. Whatever. Yep, we're going to take 5. This is it. This is the turn. All right. Oh boy, here goes. Okay, all right. That's pretty solid. That'll buy some time. We can get behind that. Not an out I was thinking of, but it works. Okay. Sometimes. All right. Well, same thing. We'll set the stops and we'll move in. No attacks in the turn. We'll go ahead and activate this duder. Same thing. Maybe we get some more good stuff. Maybe not. All right, what is it? A Redain for us? Maybe? Okay, that could get us some life at least. That's not the worst thing. All right, this is not going the way I expected, but we'll take it. All right. And we can target that for a whole lot. So we'll just do this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How can I, is that not correct? Oh, wait. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Because we're paying the extra because of the Thalia. Oh, Redain tax. Well, ain't that something? She's so mean to us. Oh, actually, you know what? We can't gain life because they have a first striker on their side. I just realized that. So while it is neat, it actually doesn't help us. That's pretty funny. Sure. Actually, not true. I guess we could do it whenever they attack because Redain is making a token. So that's fine. If we feel we need it next turn, we'll go ahead and take the 3 life. Oh, it's about time. Good God. All right. Oh, can I even do this? Because Redain is making this more expensive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, sure. Oh, actually, no, that's 10 it needs. Ooh, we're short. I mean, I guess we could run this little duder in just so we can cast it. But then we have to risk giving the opponent a card here. I don't know if I like that. I think I'd wait. Yeah, I think I'm going to wait and just make sure they don't get anything. I think we better just be on the safe side. I mean, we've got life to not have to worry about stuff right now. All right. Give us one of your exile creature things. That'd be great. Like an apparition would be fantastic. It's on the opponent, right? Yeah. All right. They're the ones lit up. Dun, 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 dun. All right. I guess they're gonna rope us now. Fair enough. I'll take it. Either that or they just drew like their good thing. And it's probably going to be good for us. Man, you know what? If that's like Sigarda or something, oh, that'd be so good for us. Because then not only can we block, we can start attacking and get to look at cards. And, oh, that would for real be a chef's kiss. Come on, opponent. Yeah, I think that's what happened here. I think they finally are going to have to give us like a good card. So we learned a thing on how to actually use. I thought it was going to be just stop during their draw step or whatever. Like, yeah. All right. Well, we did the most discarding of a discard deck possible. So can't complain too much. This worked out pretty well. Well, it looks like they are just going to explode here. Well, I'll take it. I think with the Valky in hand now, we were getting to where we were going to turn this around anyway. I mean, because once we get rid of Redane, we'd have been all good. Okay, they just have a land anyway. They might have actually been AFK then here. And that's a land we needed, so sure. All right. And that's a bonus. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then leaves us 1. So, no, it's 10, actually. Yeah, we can attack to get the other one. So I'm okay with that. So let's just do this so we can't mess it up. Make sure we get the treasure. Assuming they come back, they get to block a thing, and then we just play Tybalt. We'll get rid of Redane, and then after that, I think it's all ours. Then the opponent's really got nothing after that. Yep, I think the opponent's just gone. All right, well, we did manage to turn this around, so I'll take it. This was, even though the opponent is roping and going to explode here, I feel good calling this a win. Because even after goofing it up, we still found a way to get out of trouble. Cool. Oh, boy. Yeah, let's keep this. Oh, we got the Lantern and the Tergrid. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do with this. Let's see if we can pull it off. Oh, fun decks? Well, thank you. If you're a regular of my YouTube channel, you can see tons of these decks all the time. All right, let's see what the opponent gives us here. We're going to try to resolve Fable of the Mirror Breaker, play Tergrid's Lantern, and then play Tergrid the next turn. I think is going to be our game plan. We're gonna at least hope. I mean, obviously they can remove our 2/2 that makes treasure and make our life miserable, but not much we can do about that if they decide to. All right, let's see what the opponent's got going on. Lots of tap lands. Their lands did not come up the way they wanted, I'm assuming. We will... I don't even know if this is any good. We might just be using this to kill a Planeswalker, so I'm just going to decline, because currently I think we need everything that's in our hand. Let's go ahead and attack. No kill spell for our little Goblin Shaman. Interesting. Alright, well, I'll assume that this is going to be Vanishing Burst for this? Maybe? I mean, either way, if you got it, you got it. I ain't doing nothing about it. All right, well, let's see what's up. It was a Vanishing Burst. How'd I know? Well, in this case, I think we're just going to go ahead and play the other Tergrid's Lantern. I take no joy. Pretty sure that's what we want to do. Though, this is very tempting. But, yeah, I think this is the plan. Oh, you have another Sorin? Gosh dang it. And they've got a Meat Hook. Ugh. What do we care about the most? Because we can kill that Sorin, keep them from having another one, but then Meat Hook's super annoying. I can kind of live with them having a Sorin, but not, like, greatly. Ugh. This is not great. This is not great. I don't know what we want here. All of these feel rough, but I think I'm gonna go with this. Just because it draws them more cards, and I think we're gonna be on a lantern type situation here. And that's sort of what I'm basing this on. So send you here, send you here. I mean, I could play Turgid, knowing what's in their hand. They can only get rid of these, and then we have Turgid and this to see if we can get the job done. If we play we got a Lantern. We got a Lantern. I want to race with Turgid, but I don't think we can. I think it's gonna have to be Lantern plus Hive Tyrant, or Hive of the Eye Tyrant. I think is where we are. It's very tempting to just play Turgid and race, but I don't think that's it. With the opponent at 10, they're going to gain 3 life here. I think we just got to do what we can do. It's got to be a meat hook for 2 here from the opponent. Yeah, I was going to say, nothing else really makes a lot of sense. All right, and get you for 3. Or a card, I don't care. Either way. And if we can get another land, we can do this a 3rd time. Now, the downside is they will get a free token that they can sacrifice. And, you know, they can sacrifice Meat Hook Masker. But if we can sneakily get them down to 3, we could attack with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Oh. Exactly. We ain't long for this world with that. Oh well, when they get it, they get it. Good news is we only have to attack 3 times with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. And it turns out it wouldn't have been drastically different trying to win the way we did. I guess we get rid of a Sorin, since you can possibly get that back. Okay, so we can now Meat Hook to get rid of their things. I would still need to, well, I still have a land. Oh, they got a Bank Buster. That's annoying. Any way we could deal an extra point. It's not a bad card to draw here. We're being 100% honest. We Meat Hook for 1 and then play Sorin? +1? Alright. I'm game. Alright. Also, I feel like, well, who knows? Let's see if they get the removal cards they need. Because I feel like we could minus Sorin here, get the 2/3. They would have to kill the 2/3. Trying to think what happens here. If we get a card, we would need the card to be good. If we get the 2/3, they have to kill the 2/3 and still want to kill Sorin. But they could possibly... Well, that would have to be a land, because they would want to kill that and attack with that. Alright, we'll make a creature.
I bring my own army.
And our Meat Hook's offset, so I'm not worried about the gain life, lose life situation here. Alright, so they're drawing a card. Well, if they just attack with their land now, that's lethal, so... Should be okay. We'll see, though. Hey, Spider, how's it going? Yellow cheese. Oh, yellow Cheetos. Oh, yeah, we know they still have Field of the Dead. We have to be aware of that, for sure. Tainted Adversary. All right. Well, if they make any extras... Exactly, they can't, because they want to kill our creature land. So that all worked out. All right. You know what? let's do this. What is that card? Oh, Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Well, we're not too upset to see that go away. Now, do I just attack and hope the opponent doesn't find anything? Or do we draw? I think we draw. And if you just get there, opponent, you get there. I'm willing to deal with it. Sure, we'll take that off the top. Why not?
Dire times call for dire tactics.
Okay. Sure, we're just going to kill each other's lands. It's just going to be silly, but sure. Alright. Don't think it matters here. Okay. Opponent's at 2. We're at 22. They have a creature land that we can kill. They drew a card. They have access to another card. They do also get a card at the end of turn if they attack with both of their things. However, because we are the inactive player, if they were to go to 1, our stuff would stack after theirs, which means they would die. So that's a thing to know. Oh, they're at 3 now. That sucks. That is actually super relevant. Such a beating. Okay, well, is what it is. That hurts. Wow, good job. Good job. I mean, I guess on the plus side, we wouldn't have killed them anyway if we had a vampire, so. Alright. Well, I guess now we're only drawing with Sorin.
How dare you disrespect me?
Okay, let's kill. Hey, thanks for the follows there, y'all. And I'm just doing this so we can get to some real cards here. Alright. Come on. Ah, bruh. Lolth, maybe? Okay, alright. I'll take that. Not what I was expecting to draw, but way better than the alternatives. For 4? All right. And now we're both top decking, but I have a Sorin, so that's good news. Assuming they don't draw something with like 3 power, so they can crew their Bankbuster. All right, that helps quite a bit. So we at least have a blocker. Sure, I'm at 20. I'll take it.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
All right. Whew. Oh, all right. Okay, let's keep this. This is fine. I mean, hopefully we draw one of our discard creatures next turn. For 2 mana would be sweet. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to need some removal cards ASAP. Yep, because the opponent's going to get some big things. Okay, well. I mean, obviously they're just going to discard a plains here. I say obviously. Maybe they don't. Whatever the hidden card is. Alright, here comes Luminarch Aspirant. Rightfully so. And we need something to kill that, like, right now. That doesn't qualify. No attacks. Oh, what are we going to do here? We may have to attack and just cast Lolth with the treasure that we get. Might be the play. That's annoying. Still correct, though. Or do we just double block this dude? Hold on. Like, there's an argument to be made for double blocking here. I mean, also, what happens if we attack Meat Hook for... Well, if they block, we could just Meat Hook for 2, right? No, we still have to Meat Hook for 3. But we would get everything. Alright. Let's see what's up. Discard... 0? I'm tempted to get rid of one of the lands. But I feel like... Nah, I gotta keep it. I gotta keep it. Because with my luck, things would go south. Alright. Let's do this first. Okay, they bit. So we do get a chance to kill everything. That's the good news. Alright. Meat Hook for 3. I guess should attack with both because there's a chance they would have blocked the 1/1, I guess. But it doesn't really change much. We just get one more point in. Alright. Let's Meat Hook for 3. This sets everything back. We'll end up getting a creature, plus we'll get spider tokens next turn. Yep. We could have got rid of the land. Look at that. I was being too conservative. I'll put this on red just in case I need it for later. Alright.
You could have such power.
All set.
The generous one.
Yep, we just have a land in hand. And now we can make extra spiders, which also results in more counters. This is actually not a bad situation. Not bad. Also a quality blocker. Let's go ahead and draw a card.
Go on, run.
Fair enough.
But we will catch you.
I may just want to turn this into a 3/4 now. And then just pass, I think. Because the opponent's not really going to do anything here. I may do a thing next turn. Oh, that's going to be annoying after a while. Okay. Put it where you will, opponent. I mean, no matter what, we're going to do something where we put a spider on one, a spider on one, and spider and revelry on another, I think. Actually, I may make a revelry... actually, yeah, I'll probably make a token. The other thing, too, that people may not know is when you copy a flip card or a DFC, it stays on the side that it is. It never flips. So you just get the better version. What you want to do, opponent? Alright, well, if we get another sweeper... or some other key card. This could be one of those key cards, actually. Let's draw a card.
Go, my children.
Intriguing. So I could make another 3/4 attack. They both have menace. They would have 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers, but I would have a bunch of counter. I just have a bunch of spiders. So really what we want to do is actually play this first. We'll keep the new one.
You reek with
We'll attack
terror.
with this. Because the opponent doesn't have a good block for it. Alright, then we're going to make spiders. The other token dies. We get to put a counter on Lolth and Meat Hook them.
Slay our enemies.
Alright. It's about as good as we could hope for here. Yeah, another initiate's fine. And this works because now if they attack, all those counters just go back on the spiders. Now, the reality is they could kill a reflection of the Kiki-Jiki. I don't know if they're aware of that, but it's a thing they could do by removing the counters off the Luminarch Aspirant. They could also get rid of Meat Hook Massacre, which is a real play, honestly. Yeah, it's what they're looking at right now. Intriguing. All right, so I guess we just want to copy this. It's the biggest body in the room, at least on our room. All right, so we'll block there. We'll block here. We'll block here with these two. And we'll block here with these two. I mean, that's a terrible attack for them. Like, we're ultimately still going to end up with like 2 or 3 creatures and be able to get spiders next turn. And we're going to get a bunch of counters on Lolth. And you're going to probably be forced to destroy the Meat Hook Massacre here. Just to get some value. Yeah. I mean, it's either kill our Reflection or kill the Meat Hook. Yeah, it's like, those are your choices. Either way is not great for them. Alright. That was a great turn for us.
My will cannot be denied. Do what I demand.
Oh, nice. Actually, we can almost lethal the opponents. Not quite, though.
Aren't I generous?
I don't even think I'm going to worry about playing this Blood Chief's Thirst. I'm just going to pass. And the opponent's just on blocking duty the rest of the game at this point. Yeah, Valkmara doesn't really matter here. It does nothing.
We will slay our enemies.
I mean, they all have menace, so whatevs. Yeah, we just passed the turn. So we didn't have to do much on the discarding end here. We just played our dudes and swept the board, and that was good enough. Sometimes that works. Yeah, then let's attack. Sure. Like, sounds great. There you go. Alright, so this one was actually a lot of fun, and we learned how the client handled the whole upkeep thing. So it does actually work the way we want. You just have to be a little particular about how you make that work. But otherwise, super fantastic. We were able to win against some very tough decks, and the deck was actually pretty versatile. And what I like about it is you're not too heavy on the discard to where you have to lean on that mechanic to win. It just kind of helps you shore up the win, if nothing else. And then you actually have stuff to do with those discard spells when they're no good later. So I actually really appreciate that about the build. Now, that being said, I don't think there's much I would change, honestly. I really enjoyed the way it played. I felt like I had answers most of the time to things that could come up. Now, there is the possibility that your opponent gets some enchantment you can't really deal with or something. And that's gonna happen when you're playing a black heavy deck, but we do actually still have Invoke Despair, so that still does a little bit of something. But, you know, if it is, it is. Sometimes you just gotta deal with it. Don't let enemy perfect be the enemy of good. That's it. That's what I tell people all the time. But if it's working, keep it as is. If there's a card you like, go ahead and slot it in there. But honestly, this played well just as the list is. So no changes will be done to the downloadable list. Now, in the spirit of today's deck, we're going to talk about the Rack. This is our card spotlight of the day, or actually of the day, yeah. But this card, believe it or not, was a mainstay in discard decks. Now, admittedly, you're talking about the time where you could Dark Ritual into a Hypnotic Spectre, and you could play Mind Twist, and whatever. These are cards that are crazy, by the way. Go look those up. But this card was actually super awesome, and you could play multiple. So a lot of times, once you had your opponent's hand emptied down, you were doing 2, 4, 6 damage a turn without actually having to do anything. You could just block and stall, and your opponent just dies to your couple of artifacts that were sitting there. This was pretty powerful. I don't think we'll see anything like this anytime soon, at least not something that's expensive or attached to a creature or whatever to be easier to be dealt with. But something I figured was worth pointing out with today's deck list being a discard list. And by the way, if you do want to play these and go pick them up, they're only like $1, $1.50, so have fun. Now, as always, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming page, our Twitch streams, and our Discord. So if you ever want to come by, hang out, ask questions, talk about today's deck, whatever, you can come do that. And if you want to get your deck featured here, check out our memberships down below. For as little as 99 cents, you could participate and give input and feedback and get exclusive videos and other stuff. I'll let y'all check it out. But even if you don't want to pay that, please, if you've come this far, consider hitting that like button, because that really does help. And then if you haven't subscribed, I have to ask why not. Let me know in the comments. But hit the subscribe button, please. Hit that notification bell and choose all notifications so you don't miss a video we have coming out. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.